with Rico and Kayla is about to go live online. Catch All Out Monster hit music, All Out celebrity interviews, All Out showbiz and sports news, All Out fun, an exclusive on the Monster. Catch the stream on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Your All Out hosts, Rico Robles and Kayla Rivera. Stand by and enjoy the program. Rico and Kayla is about to go live online. Catch All Out Monster hit music, All Out celebrity interviews, All Out showbiz and sports news, All Out fun, an exclusive on the Monster. Catch the stream on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Your All Out hosts, Rico Robles and Kayla Rivera. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Hey, how you guys doing? It's another fantastic Friday. Oh my goodness, joining us from Los Angeles. Upcoming album. That's going to be something exciting. Please welcome Mazie. Hey.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
How you doing? Very, very happy vibe.
I'm happy to be here. What can I say?
You know, where are you joining us from? How you been?
I'm joining us from Los Angeles, and I've been really good. I'm having a good start to my week. How about you?
Great, great, great. You know, it's one of those like, yo, you got an interview.
Yeah.
Like, what time? 11:15. Cool, let's go. You know what I mean? So it's one of those moments. I mean, you know, for you, when you got started in your career in music, I mean, was it something that you wanted to do, or is this all accidental?
It was always what I wanted to do. Like, there was never another path in my mind.
And when you made that decision, you're like, all right, cool. So I'm gonna get started. Was it the demo stages, or was it just forming a band and you're in high school? How did it get started for you?
I wish it was that cool. It started out when I was 10 and I started singing opera formally. So I was taking like voice lessons, and then I got really into jazz. And then when I was 15, I found out that my neighbor had a recording studio. So then I went over there, and then we made an album through high school, and then we made an EP together like after that when I was in college, and then another EP, and now the album we just made. So that's that.
And that's actually destiny right there, right? Just to have a neighbor. I mean, I can imagine how cool high school was for you. I mean, for you to make that music, for you to walk around school doing so. I mean, how was that like? Did you have to perform at like talent night, or you know, gatherings or school dances? How did that go for you?
Whether anyone liked it or not, I was going to be singing and performing. So it wasn't as cool then as it is now. So I'm glad it kind of worked out. But yeah, I was just always in choir. I was always in chamber choir. I was always doing like extracurricular music stuff. Yeah, all the time.
And then how does one move from joining a choir to having a solo career? And then was it because, you know, paying dues to neighbor's house, making the music? And what were you guys talking about when you guys were making the music there? Is it more of like, we're gonna be stars one day, we're gonna tour? Were you envisioning it already?
Absolutely. I think like my producer, especially, I mean, he's been my producer for the last 8 years and just always had that like vision forward. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna do this. This is great.
And you know, with that being said, was it a digital thing? How did you guys approach it? Because in the early days, you would pass a demo in the label, but now everybody got the internet, everybody got that. So how was the approach you guys are doing?
It was pretty digital, I would say. So he was working on another artist project who ended up really blowing up like pre-pandemic. So it really got his foot in the door. I'm like 4 or 5 years younger than him, so I was like still in college at the time while he was like career focused. And then because he got his foot in the door, he was like, let's just make our own record label. So I signed to his record label and we kept it indie for the last 3 years. So that was like how I got my start in the industry.
And when forming an indie group, and that's a lot of trust, though. I gotta give it to you.
Oh, 100%.
You know, it's like one of those, a dude who got an idea. Some people might say it's crazy, but it's just like, I'm riding with you, man.
It
Regardless
literally.
of where we end up. What was the interesting part in the journey? What was the challenging part? And what was like the highlight of it as well?
I would say it's like 90% challenge until things start going well, right? Like when it is that independent and it's that small of a team, like it's really all hands on deck. So I think the best part of that was that I really got to understand like a label completely. There is no part of this process that I feel like I don't understand now. And I think that makes me like a better businesswoman on behalf of my artistry, which I love. And I don't know, the best part is like when my song went viral, everyone got to enjoy that moment that has been working on this project for the last 3 years. And there was just no better a feeling than that, you know?
And how did you know that it was starting to take off already? What were the signs that whatever you guys were doing was starting to pick up steam? You know, is it because of the pandemic, or is it more before that?
So the first like little nudge I had was when my first song came out. It was called No Friends, and we were like, "Oh, we have no idea how long lockdown is going to be, so let's just drop it. It feels like appropriate for the time." And it all of a sudden got picked up on all of the major playlists on Spotify. So then every single major label was like hitting us up. But after that, it kind of slowed because no one really knew what was going on at the time. And then when the movie Do Revenge came out, my song Dum Dum like went viral with it, and we just knew something weird was happening because it started just like trending on Shazam, and then all of a sudden it started trending on TikTok, and then here we are.
And next thing you know, it's a big viral dance. But you're very unique as far as fashion sense as well, your style and everything. I mean, how do you stay authentic in the sea of different artists, especially the sound as well?
It's really difficult. I mean, in working in the industry, it's really easy to like look in every direction and see what everyone else is doing. But I don't know. I think I just feel really confident in myself and what I have going on. And when it comes to fashion, I only shop secondhand. So I feel like it makes like for a really eclectic wardrobe because of that. And music wise, I just have been keeping my head down for the last couple of years and just been like, just focusing on myself and what I can do with my project.
You know, for a couple of years of listening to music, who were the artists that you were listening to? And
Mm.
was it a bunch of classic like the shit Nirvana, or something? I mean, you
Yes.
know, who was the artist you were listening to?
I think a lot of King Gizzard, Andy Schauf, The Beatles, Pink Floyd. I would say those were like a lot of like really major references for me in the last few years.
And that's a big catalog. I mean, and the great part is with technology, you do have it in the palm of your hands. You just click a discography and
Absolutely.
all that. Now, you know, here on the show, for those that are tuning in, we have Mazie. She is joining us from Los Angeles now. We do love to ask random fun questions. Now,
Awesome.
for you, what was if you could remember, how much was the first money you made in making music, and what did you buy with
Oh
the
my
money
God.
you made?
You know what? I made like $100 off of my first show and I split it with my band. I think we got like 20 bucks each and we just went out to dinner. I think that's what we did.
Hey, basic as it is,
Yeah.
right? Get some Tommy's burger or something. Yeah, okay. And then also, of course, traveling all over. How was your first show like outside of the town? And how was it getting on stage in front of complete strangers?
Oh my
You know what I
gosh.
mean? And getting your music out there.
It was the literal craziest life experience I've ever had. So it was at House of Blues Orlando. I was opening for the band Coin. I had never performed like that before, and we just walked on stage and there were like literally thousands of people. And I experienced like the phrase like your heart is in your throat or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like I experienced that. Like I couldn't speak. I was just like, oh my God. But then we got it together. We did the show. It was great. But yeah, that was my first show.
And what came to mind when you're on stage? You're like, we got to do this. You know, is it one of those you're vomiting like Eminem with mom spaghetti?
Like, I need to dissociate and just sing the songs, and we're gonna be great.
And when you do your shows, who's the most interesting person you've seen or a famous person you've seen in the audience?
Ooh, you know what? I don't think there really has been. Not yet. Fingers crossed, though.
Dream gig.
Ooh, opening for Harry Styles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So will we be seeing him in Manila because he will be in town?
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, that's something to drop. Now, you know, we've heard your albums coming out. I mean, how much work do you guys put in when it comes to a body of work? It's different when you drop a single, and it's
Yes.
different when you drop a whole album. So what's the
Yes.
approach to this?
Oh man, it was an entire year of my life. It was really, really hard to make a full album. We had never really done that. We tried in high school, but it's so different now. It was a lot. It was a lot of experimenting constantly and getting really frustrated and feeling like we were hitting dead ends, and then all of a sudden having a song that we were obsessed with. So it was such a gratifying process, and I've never been more proud of something I've worked on.
So does it really feel like it's a baby? You know what they say, right?
Yeah.
The album is like your child. I'm like, I
I
have
mean,
a child.
the album is literally called Blotter Baby, so yes.
Hey, this is something to look forward to. And of course, you know, when you start your career, someone has to have a plan in all of this. You know what I mean? What was the goal when you were recording those songs at your friend's house, at your neighbor's house? Was it to be the greatest artist ever, to have your name in the Walk of Fame? I mean, what was the goal when you were making the music, when you were first making the music?
I think it was just to be able to do it as like my job full time. I think now my goals have changed a little bit, you know, I'm getting a little hungrier. But at first it was just like, can I do this? Can I just not work a desk job? And can I just make music for my life? And yeah.
And how did that feel? I mean, you know, not working a day of your life, but music is a lot of work. A lot of people know that. And actually singing songs, getting paid for it. And how did that feel inside when you're performing your songs that you wrote at your house?
It does not feel real yet. It's extremely gratifying and surreal.
I can imagine that. That's always been the dream. To be a certified rock star, you know what I mean?
Yes.
That's what it is. But you know, when you were starting your career, I mean, the doors weren't always opening. So how did you ever deal when people say no, and what kept you going? If you have any advice for people out there who's also trying it out?
I think belief in yourself and confidence in yourself is the most important thing, regardless of what you're doing in your life. Like, I have such a strong sense of self and confidence that nothing can shake that. And I think you need to be that delusional to be successful also. So yeah, just having like unfettered confidence, just really feeling confident. I don't know.
Just getting out there, expressing yourself.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It takes a lot. I mean,
Yes.
to honestly just walk out of the door, be like, "Yo, this is my story.
Yeah,
It's how it's gonna be."
I
You
know.
know, and was there an advice from someone that you still use up to this day in your career that someone gave you? And if so, what was it?
I would the phrase "the only way out is through." Someone said that to me one time, and I was like, "Oh, I absolutely love that," and I just totally agree. The only way out is through. You just got to keep pushing forward.
Oh, that's your toaster's done.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Why
like,
that's
"Ding,
on.
toaster's done." Now, you know, especially now in your career, who is the most famous person so far that you've ever met?
Ooh, I haven't met like a ton of famous people. You're like making me realize I haven't. I don't know. I don't think I really have.
And who are you looking forward to meeting? If you were to meet somebody.
Harry Styles.
Hey, okay. You know, next thing you know, you'll be next to each other. And if you are next to each other, you're next to Harry Styles. What are you going to tell him?
Fingers crossed. We'll see.
Yeah, she's like, I'll cross the bridge
Yes.
when I get there. Or
Yeah.
any chance that you're going to be here in the Philippines, in Manila?
Oh my God, I hope so. Now that the world is opening up and we can travel, I would absolutely love to.
Yeah, that's something to look forward to. And of course, you know, you have a lot of fans here. You have any message for all your fans?
Thank you so, so much for listening to me. I can't believe we've been able to connect across the globe from my music. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful year, and I can't wait to hopefully see you in person one day.
And speaking of fans, I mean, who's other than Harry Styles?
Yeah.
Who are you a fan of?
I would say a lot of up and coming artists right now. I love this artist Devin again. She actually got to work on a couple songs on the record. I'm obsessed. There's also this artist Georgie and Judith and Julia Cooper. I am obsessed with all of them. They're up and coming.
And speaking of up and coming shows for you, any up and
Yes.
coming shows?
Literally in 2 days now, on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday.
Where are you heading to?
Just LA. It's my first headline show ever, and I'm going to be playing the Moroccan Lounge in LA, so I'm psyched.
You're psyched at this, but if it's your hometown, is it more nerve-wracking? I mean, who's gonna be watching? Family members? You're gonna have all your family members gonna be there?
No, thankfully, no. My mom and dad are flying to LA to watch it, but yeah, it's way more intimidating. And LA is a hard crowd. They really
Yeah.
are. So we'll see.
Hey, that's what it is. What it is. But continue to make your dreams come true, and we're always excited to actually watch your videos and the future release, of course, of the album. And is there any music videos to look forward to as well?
Yes, I'm going to be dropping a music video for my song Are You Feeling It Now with the album. It is so fun. I'm so proud of it. I can't wait for you to see it.
All right, Mazie, thank you very much for joining us. I usually have a partner here. Kayla's supposed to join me here, but I think she's out on tour as well. She's also a singer.
Wow,
But
that's
you
awesome.
know what I mean? And last but not least, my last question is, of course, message to anybody out there that's sort of like contemplating whether to pursue their dreams. They want to do music or they want to do their arts, whatever it is that they're passionate about. Do you have any advice for them to pursue that?
Absolutely. Life is so short and you just have to go for it. Like, what is, at the end of the day, what is stopping you? Be yourself, be confident. The world is out there and it's all yours.
And there you have it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking time and enjoy dinner, or if you're
Thank
heading
you.
out, I've more interviews for you.
Yes.
But ladies and gentlemen, joining us from Los Angeles, give it up for Mazie. All right, take care.
You.
All right, bye-bye. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you had a great one. Of course, you learned a thing or two about, pursuing your passion and all that. My goodness, the album's about to drop. Don't forget, my name is Rico Robles. In behalf of Kayla Rivera, I hope you guys had a great one. Once again, this has been their Monster exclusive interview on a fantastic Friday.
Monster exclusive interview. Monster exclusive interview. Only from Manila's hottest. Monster RX93.1.